Welcome to my presentation. This one is about a bit of information on computational linguistics. Computational linguistics is a very fascinating field that is very interdisciplinary. It has psychology, has philosophy, has English, semantic, language, etc. However, this fascination is how can we have natural language, spoken language, and communicate with and do analysis, extract the concept, extract the intention, extract the the meaning, and pro- process that in a way that can be useful for our day-to-day interaction with humans' life and systems. We're going to see this book. Well, actually, it's a very, very small presentation of this book. This is the Oxford Handbook of Computational Linguistics. And in this book, among other things, we can see that the application of computational linguistics, according to this book, are machine translation, information retrieval, information extraction, and the ultimate possibility of questions and automated questions and answering systems. But um, this is trying to understand the meaning and answering with the meaning. So the methodology that is being used, of course, include a lot of statistical methods, Markov chains, um, some basic statistics to complicate it. And now we have R and other tools that we can implement for the statistical analysis. We have text segmentation and we have natural language. Natural language is the concept of how we speak with inflection, accents, etc. And then the final state, technology. Some of the fundamentals are lexicography, syntax, and semantics. Syntax, be sure that everything is structured in the way that that language is to be or supposed to be, and then semantics, which is the context. So the concepts haven't changed too much. This book that by Ralph Grisham was published about 31 years ago in 1986. And as I mentioned, the elements have not changed too much. What changed is the tools, the hardware, the the speed, and the means that we process linguistic. So, but the concept is still very, very useful. In this book, the author presents the sentence analysis as a function of syntax analysis and semantic analysis. And we are going to focus on syntax and semantic analysis for this presentation because this is what we are including now on some of the projects and plans and services that we have here. For the computational linguistic, two very important analyses has to be explained, the syntax analysis and the semantic analysis. So if we put side by side, here we have the syntax analysis and then we have the semantic analysis. So basically the syntax analysis is to regularize the expression to be sure that fits into the pattern that we can recognize to process information. For instance, if you consider John ate cake and Mary cookies, that implies that in the regularized structure, in the regularized sentence, the structure will be John ate cake and Mary ate cookies. So the verb eat has to be added. If you say 5 or more radishes, more implies that it's more than 5. And if you say he talks faster than John, the missing word here is talks. So then the syntax analysis regularize the expression to be parsed and to be understood by the system. In terms of the semantic analysis, we determine the meaning, but that also is very ambiguous because if someone tells you turn this way and you're not seeing that person, is meaningless, or the phrase is kind of not true in terms of computers. If you say the president was sad, you don't know if it is the president of the country, the club, or any other president from another country. So the semantics seeks to try to determine the conditions under which of the sentence is true or almost equivalent to the truth. Then, this is from the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. Before, this is a definition on computational linguistics and some concept, but basically is talking about the concern linguistic specific word format judgment is the word. Basically, they are talking that in order to understand the semantic, the syntax has to be structured in the way it's expected. In the Natural Language Process book from Mela Kumar, she examined the following. Number one, she explained the lexical analysis and the syntax analysis, and basically is the same explanation that we've had in the past from other authors, that lexical analysis is the basis to create the grammar and the punctuation to go to the syntactic analysis, and then from go to the semantic analysis, which is the one that we want to pursue for our analysis. The computational linguistics that we are trying to implement is going now for these presentations is the semantic analysis. We are going to extract information and extract concept of the documents that will create a knowledge building tool. Okay, and what the big people are doing, I mean the big like Google, they have Google Natural Language Processing procedures and protocols and methodologies, which is very advanced, is one of the best. However, they concentrate on the metadata, not so much onto the content so far, but they want to go more into the metadata. Then we have Microsoft with the Natural Language Processing Unit that was it's all like maybe 7 months old, and it's the investment that Microsoft is trying to do to go into the natural language processing. Then also they create the Language Understanding Intelligence Service, LUIS, and this is also in beta test. This is to apply, I call it intelligence for the mass, or artificial intelligence for the mass, because we are going to be able to extract these tools and use it for our integrated documents. And then, of course, we have the Microsoft Cognitive Toolkit. That's a way to create some algorithms that not long ago were only for advanced research in computational linguistics, natural language, and computer cognitive system and artificial intelligence. Then IBM is the enterprise content management. That's one of the tools that IBM is offering to do analysis, semantic analysis, and it's powerful. And they also have the semantic search in WebSphere. They have also Watson. Watson is the artificial intelligence application that is becoming very popular. So then again, it's between Microsoft, IBM, Oracle, and Google, and probably Apple computers too. I am a fan of Microsoft. I like Microsoft products, so I like C#. However, Python offers a very good tool for natural language processing. In this book from Stephen Hint, you can, if you're interested, this is a very interesting book on natural language processing with Python. It's an introductory book, but it's very, very easy to read. There's 2 websites that I strongly recommend for you to go. One is the Stanford EDU. And we're going to go here and see what it means. This is primitive and computational linguistics, and this is a paper that introduces to you to the formal computational linguistics from the point of view of academics, and formal enough to build solid builds from here. So then that concludes our presentation. Thank you. Bye. Oh, no, sorry. Document content queryable architecture. This is the Microsoft schema of the workflow that when you do a query by semantics, then goes into the full text and consult to the thresholds and stop list. Remember, the stop list is a list of words that are noisy words like prepositions, articles, and words that are not not only that they don't modify the search or the content, so then don't influence the meaning of the document. So, and the full text indexer is what we are using. Then we go into the keyword document and how many and where this keyword occurs. And remember, we are trying to find similarities in terms of concept, not no word by word, but in terms of the meaning between 2 or 3 or documents or a concept that we introduce, and see if we find documents on similar semantic. So then this for sure concludes our presentation. Thank you. Bye.